And we're streaming. We should be live now.
Money, please.
Money, not in podcasting.
I see us live.
Okay. Oh,
I do
give me
not.
one
We'll
sec
get there eventually.
before you go.
Yeah, I see us.
We just went live. My phone just told me. I got to turn to the channel.
Give me
Swell.
1 sec to fix a video.
But the swelling must go down.
Exactly. I think
we've
we've
done
made
this
it.
before
I
or
think we've made
something.
it 7 seconds.
We're
Actually, it looks like we're at 38 seconds.
Oh, well, there we go. Give me 1 sec. I'm
Should I
almost
pull up
there.
the casting? We have enough time. I should pull up the casting couch again, yeah?
Yes.
I mean,
why not?
is 7 seconds really enough time for that?
Yeah.
You've never
Yeah.
worked with me before.
7 seconds is 4 seconds too long, sir.
Yeah. What's the cleanup situation? Didn't we have a? Didn't
We
have
didn't
a
talk
joke
about
that
cleanup.
once? Yeah.
We just talked about execution.
All right.
Clean up on aisle me.
I'll you.
All right, it's going to start whenever you're ready.
All right. Hey, have you all heard about quote 71?
Is that if there's a porn it could be made?
No, but close. Quote 71 is fuck every ice level ever. Today on. Welcome everyone to Press B to Cancel, the greatest podcast for the next 22 seconds when YouTube will cancel us for saying fuck right off the bat. But I'm not.
This is the wrong couch. Sorry, guys.
But I'm not alone today. No, I am joined by some icy bastards. Jake, how are you today?
It's just trying to stay chill, you know, as is the spirit of the episode.
That's fair.
Wow.
That's fair. Werewolf, how are you today?
Cool as ever. Thank you.
And GP?
One of these two statements is true. The other is false. I was a valedictorian in my high school, where I have been banned from multiple, what's the place called? Waffle Houses in Texas.
Well done.
Thank you.
Chard, how are you today?
That's our GP.
That's our GP.
Staying frosty.
Staying frosty. Well, all of this talk, at least 4 of us talking about cold things. Today we are talking worst ice level ever. To give a little backstory, quote 71 comes from when GP was a streamer and the Retro Therapy. I had a few quotes. Quote 51 said that there was no quote 51 or no quote 50. And then quote 71 was the opening line, fuck every ice level ever. That was given during a playthrough of Battletoads.
Mm-hmm.
And you can bet that that's on our list today.
Stuck. It's stuck.
Yep.
Like my tongue
It's ironic. I'm
on a
also
pole of ice.
I am inadvertently wearing a hockey team polo today. It's almost like I planned this. I didn't, but I'll
Sure.
say that I did.
Do you like sports? Do you follow
I
sport?
might a little bit. There's sports in Canada. Do there
Now
have sports in Canada?
that's the one played with the flat circular ball that you hit with a stick, right?
Yeah. and you
Doesn't
throw it in
every
the
sport
hoop.
require a ball?
And you say Kobe.
Are balls often not circular?
Sometimes they're oval.
You've obviously never played Pong.
Right. You've never seen me play Pong. Smack on the table. And we're done.
Well.
All right. So to give a little back history, for those that are unaware, you're probably aware, you're watching this podcast. But for those that are unaware, ice levels are horrible. Ice levels introduce physics that make the game hard, arguably at an unnecessary level. I understand it as difficulty, but is it difficulty for difficulty's sake? That's a question for the ages and the sages.
And there are
And the
not
major
a lot of things in my
Sorry.
life that can become unnecessarily hard at extreme levels. So
Oh,
in
that's
that
our
way, we
GP.
all must appreciate the ice levels.
Yes. All right. So this is a bracket episode. We are continuing March Radness. And I figure we could just get into it.
Yeah, let's get into
let's
it.
do it.
All right.
Gonzaga, huh? Let's talk Gonzaga for a little while.
Not a real place.
Holy shit.
Not
Yeah,
a
it doesn't
real
exist.
place.
Doesn't exist.
Not
Taking
a
out
real place.
UCLA, top seeded number 2 UCLA, not destroyed, but luckily beaten by the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Go Dogs. Let's go.
Go.
Oh, we're talking games. I'm sorry.
Yes.
So we were doing it's the Elite 8. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Bracketology for the win.
Well, we have
Bracket broke.
what is it? We have 12. We have 12 entries here. They will go head to head. We will go ahead and start with Battletoads,
Not Gonzaga.
Stage 4, the
Mm,
Arctic Caverns.
mm.
Represented in charts background. Feel free to get your
Very
bingo card.
nice.
Versus Eco the Dolphin, Stage 7, the Ice Zone.
Huh. Is this Eco? Is this Echo the first Echo?
Yeah, Echo. Sorry,
the first
Echo the
one.
Dragon.
No, you're fine. You could be Eco. It
It's
could be
Eco.
Canadian. It is the first one. Okay. Yes.
Wow, not even 5 minutes in, and already this slander. Anyway,
So-
6 minutes. 6 minutes and 57 seconds. Thank you, sir.
That's-
I've been keeping track.
you speed
So
run
yeah,
this slander.
Echo or
New
Eco the
record.
Dolphin, the ice stage. How? Why is there land for Eco/Echo to slide along? He's a dolphin.
Let's just ask this. This is the real question we need to ask. Why is Echo?
Look, if there can be those spiders existing in the
crabs.
water,
The crabs.
Huh?
Crabs.
They're
They're
crabs. They're spider
Yeah,
crabs.
crabs.
Those are real
But that's
things.
fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
You guys
they're
didn't
way
even
bigger
let me
in the game
finish.
than they are in real life.
Are they
they
that
didn't
big?
even
though?
let me finish the gag. Of course they're crabs. I knew that.
All right.
That's
right.
our
This is
Well,
Echo
let
the
me-
Dolphin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
That's our
say,
GP.
I got a question for you guys. How long is a dolphin's penis? It's positioned in the
Just
right
Maybe
I
way.
didn't know
long
this.
It's got to be at
enough.
least
Is this a riddle?
9 inches, right?
Okay, well,
Keep in mind, it's got to be in metric.
so if it's a meter, maybe not a meter, but if it's long enough,
At
it
least
could act as a
2
third leg
liters.
for a dolphin.
2 liters,
and that's
yeah.
how he
And
moves.
That
across
would be a
space.
first
Where's
leg.
the,
They don't
where's
have
the
two
first and
legs.
second leg?
Well, he's got a
Also,
tail. It's
meter?
like legs.
I hardly knew her.
Well, okay. I'm gonna check my mind palace how long it is. Well, carry
There you
on.
go.
How?
Also, find out if it's
Why
in
are
a,
we looking this up? Wait a minute.
in a screw. No, better on his Google than mine.
Did
Fair. I'm slandered with casting couch photos, so
did
to clean
someone
my
did,
cookies
did,
out.
does Canada teach legs differently?
Right?
Or dolphins.
Do
at
you
least.
have legs
Yeah,
in
it's
Canada?
their dorsal.
We have
dorsal
English
leg.
and French legs up here. I'm sorry to say.
French legs? Is that like
Oh.
escargot?
Apparently, it's only the size of the human hand. So that's not that
Yeah,
long at
so
all.
about
People
that
understand
big,
the
yeah?
human hand is different sizes. That's
Least-
a lucky dolphin. Look at that.
At least 9 inches.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
At least 9 inches long.
Is that metric?
When Rogue tells
I
you
gotta
what
talk to my
9
wife.
inches
Hold on.
looks like, when Rogue tells you what 9 inches looks like, she's right.
That's why I do all the math in the house.
So I'm going to go ahead and go with Battletoads. Also, does anybody know how long the flung of an anthropomorphized toad is?
They
While
are
we're at
space
it-
toads. There may be different math included into that. I don't
Well,
know if
we're-
there's leagues.
Well, we're talking ice levels, and we're talking
At least
Battletoads.
200 leagues.
Yeah, this is for me. Yes, there's the ice and you can slide on it, but really, I don't think the physics, other than that, is enough of a difference to put this on the same level as Battletoads.
Yeah, Battletoads. The ice level is just. I mean, it's the example for the opening line, right? It was. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to call it right now, but there are few ice levels worse than Battletoads ice level.
Yeah, and
Okay.
also with climate change, I'm not
Disagree,
sure that
but-
that ice level on Echo the Dolphin still exists. So
Can I ask a
Sure.
question? Can I ask a rules question here, real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Are we voting like least favorite ice level in this whole
Worst.
thing? Yeah,
Like,
so like
Worst ice
I
the
would-
level.
worst. So it's
I would
so like our
say-
movie games episode where we were picking the worst movie to game splurge over.
Right.
This is the same thing, right? Where like
Yes.
we're all going
Yeah,
to agree that
bottom
this is the worst
wins.
thing ever.
Yeah,
Bottom
bottom
Okay,
wins.
so
yeah.
bottom wins, perfect. That sounds like home. I'm gonna go. I have to go with Battletoads over Echo because I don't think Echo really the ice doesn't super affect you as bad as it does in Battletoads, but I still don't think Battletoads is the worst ice level, but we'll get into that later.
Okay. We will get into that later.
I may have to change mine real quick because even though I think that is the more difficult level, the Battletoads one, it's also the one I would rather play between the two.
Hmm.
Yeah, nobody
But
likes
you
playing
don't like-
Eco.
Yeah.
I like Echo. It's
Do
a
you?
total yeah, it was one of my
Really?
favorite games on the Genesis
No.
growing up. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the game where I tried playing it, I couldn't get
You
past the first
imagine?
opening
Listen.
sequence for 20 minutes to realize what I was doing wrong. Like the game is
It
I mean,
was
it looks nice.
great.
No,
It
it's-
looks cool.
Have you
And then
beaten it lately?
imagine the twist at the end.
Hidden
Imagine
gem.
that.
The
The
twist?
hidden gem. It is a hidden
That
gem.
it's
You know
that
what?
it's
Echo
that
might
it's
be
Fern Gully all
a hidden
along.
gem.
Hmm.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
What do you
Well,
mean you don't know? We did a whole episode on this game.
I don't remember. We did, didn't we? That was one of our early
Yeah.
episodes.
We
Echo
did.
the Dolphin. Yeah. That machine's scary. All right. So Battletoads for me, that's my Sisyphean game. So I have been playing through it. And the ice level, I only just like this week can now beat it reliably. I spent maybe 15 attempts on that fucking level. It's brutal and it's punishing. Like every step of the way. Like okay, knock down a snowman, get across the spinies, you get to the ground, great, you're safe. Oh no, snowball to the face. Just a sucker punch out of nowhere. And like last night when I was playing, even last night, I made it the first few stages of Battletoads with no issues, no deaths, nothing at all. I get to the ice level, I die once early and that's fine. But when I get to the end, I have almost all my lives. I lose 3 damn lives. And the last drop of the stage where you come down that little elevator, you have to hop on the platform. I kept hitting the spines, both the top ones and the bottom ones. 3 lives lost in a span of like 60 seconds. I couldn't be more salty and pissed off that game. That game it's not a bad game. Battletoads is a fantastic game, but fuck that stage. That stage is so awful.
I love the
I'll
ice
take
level.
Turbo Tunnel over the ice level in Battletoads.
So then, if
No,
you love
ice
that,
level's one of my
if you
favorites.
love this level chart, you can't vote for this level. Am I misunderstanding?
But if you're gonna put it up against like worse out of the two, that Echo level is not that bad. This is the worst of the two, like out of the pick. I
Yeah.
love the ice
You're,
level.
you're
I think this
talking
level's
difficulty
fun.
worst.
Yeah,
You're talking
difficulty worse.
Right.
But again,
Am I
okay.
just okay. Then I'm revamping my point then, because I'm thinking difficulty. You're thinking okay. So Echo, yeah,
No, it could
Echo
be-
is that ice level sucks dick. It's pointless. It's pointless to even be
Okay.
in the fucking game. Like, what effect
know, I
does
don't wanna
having an
vote for
ice
it.
level have in there?
I might
yeah,
get
I'm
Jard
changing it.
to change his mind again. Hold on. So
Okay.
really, without having to jump and slide on the ice, is the ice level in Echo really all that different from every other level in Echo?
It's
No,
not.
It's not.
That's
It's
exactly right.
like the gameplay in Echo doesn't change a whole lot. It's all
Right.
about obtuse puzzles and blindly wandering a maze until you find what you need to find, and then blindly wandering it some more until you find the exit, right?
That's the game.
For the most
Yeah,
part, that's
that's
what
like my
Echo
job.
is.
yeah.
And if you like Echo, I'm sorry. It's never clicked with me. I've tried it numerous times throughout my life. It's not for me. But like really, like Echo already jumps over little islands throughout the game. So jumping up and sliding across ice, it's nothing different. It doesn't add a degree of difficulty to the gameplay at all. Whereas
It's
Battletoads,
a fun gimmick. Yeah.
it throws all sorts of stupid shit at you that you kind of have to learn every time for the first time,
Yep.
and then build muscle memory for it, or just remember that it's there in future playthroughs. Because the first time you experience it, it's gonna suck, and then the first time you experience a little bit further in the stage, it's it's going to suck that much all over again. And it's going to do that to you like 24 times throughout the level. So I'm voting Battletoads on this one.
Yeah,
Like the
there's
ice
so many.
cubes, the
Everything is
snowballs.
instant death.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
stuff is never repeated in the game elsewhere. It's all unique to the ice stage. Like it's a very unique stage. All the stages in Battletoads are pretty unique. And you make a good point. Echo the Dolphin, it's much the same as other stages. It's just a little bit colder.
I still vote for Echo because it's a useless ice stage. If we're talking about worst designed ice stages, not difficulty level, just worst design.
I think it's a combination, right? It's
Yeah,
both
it's a
of like,
combination.
mechanics, the difficulty, uniqueness. I take all that.
I just
into
want
account.
Battletoads to move on so I can
Yeah.
explain why it's better.
Then,
be honest
then
with you.
let's
Then
yeah,
you're-
let's just say
Whichever vote
Battletoads.
gets it.
I will
Battletoads
vote.
stay.
I will vote Battletoads.
Yeah, I'm voting
Okay.
for Battletoads. So
It's a brilliant level, though. It's
Hey, we had-
incredibly
It's a good
difficult,
level.
but
I
it's
like
a
it.
good level.
This is a
Yes.
rare unanimous vote.
It's a good level. It's a good level. It's not that bad.
it's just a fuck
I
you
don't know.
stage. That's all. But yeah,
But it's the mechanic. You just gotta learn the mechanics. And once you get the mechanics down, you cruise to that level. Easy.
Yeah.
You need to not spend 6 months not playing it and then come back to it and then say, oh, this game's too hard. You just
I
gotta
played
get
at
it
least
down.
once a week. I put a run in at least once a week. I
Love
was
it.
doing my thing.
Once a week.
I'm gonna get through it. I got what 8 months left. We're good.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, let's move on to our next bracket. Jake's favorite game, Donkey
Uh-oh.
Kong Country, World
Oh,
4,
God.
Gorilla Glacier
God, I hate that game.
versus Super Mario Brothers 3 World 6, Second Ice Fortress without a leaf.
These both suck ass. So
Yeah.
much
Wildly
ass.
specific. Wildly specific.
Well, it has to be. And I'll tell you why. Because Mario Brothers
Think
3
Mario
World
World.
6 is the ice world, but there's not many fully ice cube like frozen levels. And this one, especially without the leaf to cheese it, is incredibly difficult with the thwomps and the tight corners. And yes, it's just slippery all over the place. Like it's brutal.
Well, I want to call out that, Super Mario, spoilers, is multiple places on this list. And there's a reason why. And that reason why is because when I think of kind of like the epitome of ice levels, besides, Battletoads, which gave the name to the quote, the ice levels in Mario are always brutal. Always brutal. Their ice physics almost make you hate Mario games. They're at that level.
It's close. Yeah.
It's up there.
Yeah. I think their ratio of 1 step to 20 feet or
Yeah.
8 meters is probably the most ridiculous of just about any franchise. If you're doing anything more than just tapping the directional button, you're done. I'm
Oh, yeah.
sorry. So I think I'm in the minority here in this crowd, at least. I enjoy the Donkey Kong Country games, especially the first one, but I don't think that the mechanics of those levels are quite as severe as the mechanics for the Mario ones. So for me, I got to go with Mario on this. There wasn't a wind mechanic that I'm forgetting about, was there, for Donkey Kong?
I don't think so.
Not
Now that you
that I
mention it, I
saw.
don't think there's ice either. Like it's not slippery. I don't believe.
There are,
No.
if you
I
look,
think it's-
there are some downhill slopes that have slippery, but it's not
Right.
the entire level.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I know there's like a blizzard level or two where sections of the stage have like the foreground being predominantly snow.
Yeah.
But I got to go with Mario.
Yeah, that was the case with this Donkey Kong stage. Is as you progress through, the snow becomes more and more prevalent to the point where the foreground becomes grayed out and almost
Mhm.
homogeneous with the background, which is terrible design wise. Now, I don't know why Jake is always the one who gets flack for hating Donkey Kong Country, because I do too. I
Yeah.
have professed this at least as much as Jake,
Oh,
and yet Jake
Donkey
is
Kong
the one who's
Country
always
is
targeted on
garbage.
this. I'm sorry,
I
Jake.
hate this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
think
don't like
most of us
Donkey
hate
Kong
it. I think
Country.
GP is the only one who really cares for it. Sinister, I don't know if you
Well-
like this game or not. Do you?
I neither hate nor like Donkey
Okay.
Kong Country, other than the new Tropical Breeze. I actually think is a great game.
Delicious.
No,
Yeah, those are different
I
Donkey Kong
can't
games. So
Yeah, I can't speak to the newer ones that are actually 3D, but the old SNES era ones that are pre-rendered, they
Yeah.
they suffer from numerous design flaws, in my opinion. The only good thing about them is the music.
But I mean, I play them off and on. I honestly spin them up every once in a while, and I enjoy them until I don't.
That's
If I
like
could
level
never
3.
play a Donkey Kong game ever
Probably.
again, it would be heaven.
That's probably level 3.
That's probably it.
But
I
was the
loathe
other?
this series. I loathe it.
Oh my goodness,
I'm
I
with
forgot what the other game
with
was.
Mario
Mario
Brothers
3.
3.
Mario
Mario
3.
3
Okay.
at one ice castle with specifically no leaf.
Now,
Yeah.
despite my disdain for Donkey Kong Country, I do have to agree with GP here and go with Super Mario Brothers 3 because that particular stage really sucks. You're making tight jumps with thomps chasing you and
Mhm.
trying not to slide too far
Mhm.
past those tight jumps. So it's
Yeah,
it's not a long level, but it's long enough to piss people off.
Yeah.
Whereas like Donkey Kong
Thwomps plus ice.
Country, most of that stage in Donkey Kong Country, you're shooting out of barrels from barrel to barrel, avoiding bees. You spend most of your time not even platforming. So I gotta go with Mario on this one.
I need to speak up real quick just because chat, which by the way, hi everybody in chat. November is saying Donkey Kong, a good game. That's so GP, which is a great,
Yeah.
callback to a Discord thing. If you're not on our Discord, please check it out. But I gotta say, I didn't say it was a good game. I just said I liked it. I think that no, there has to be that distinction of
No, there
this
is a big
objectively good?
distinction.
No.
Yeah, I've
Do I
got
like
I've
it?
got
There
things
needs-
that I absolutely love, but I don't think they're good.
There does need to
same.
be an honorable mention when we're done with the list today, because November did bring up a good one that I forgot that he is correct on, and I think I'm gonna give it some love because I don't know if most of you have probably not dealt with it in the level that I did. So we'll throw that in there.
We've lost a sub according to chat, so it's
Well, don't worry, I'll
okay.
bring him back.
So I guess let me say on Donkey Kong Country. So when I played through that game a couple years ago, the ice stages were particularly difficult for me, and this stage specifically was hard to get through. And it wasn't until after I'd beaten it that somebody had popped in my chat and said, "Hey, did you know there's a shortcut in that stage?"
yes.
No. It's a shortcut that basically clears half the fucking stage. So
Yep.
when I found that out, that was after I spent like an hour to get through it in all my lives, and I found out afterwards it's a shortcut. So, but that's my story with Donkey Kong Country. That entire game is terrible. I can't stand it. So it's fine. But compared to like, there's nobody who's going to say Mario Bros. 3 is a bad game. It's a fantastic game in a lot of ways, like Battletoads, fantastic game. But this particular ice stage in Mario is particularly brutal, and it's got all the ice tropes, right? The bad physics, like the ice blocks. It's pretty awful. Even the boss at the end, the Boom Boom, it's just that fight is easy, but add an ice physics and suddenly it's a pain to fall, and you just slide into him. It's so easy to slide into him and lose your power ups. So I mean, obviously for me, my vote is Mario Brothers 3, even though I love the game.
So is that 3 so far for Mario Brothers 3?
3 or 4, yeah. I don't.
Because I haven't voted yet, and I'm going to go back to what I said at the beginning, where you're hard pressed to find a more challenging ice level than a Mario game.
Yeah, okay. I fucking hate Donkey Kong Country. I despise that entire series.
Yeah.
But we're not talking worst game.
We're not talking about worst game. I know Mario Brothers 3 is far more difficult than that level. I just feel like playing anything on Donkey Kong Country is difficult because it's an awful fucking game. So it's the same Echo argument, right? Where it's the same thing, just different colors and different styles with maybe a new mechanic in it. It's the same thing. As for difficulty spike, I'm going to go obviously with Mario 3. That level is extremely difficult. You got to do a lot of judging of timing and jumping and dodging the thwomps and all that crap. So I second or fourth or fifth everybody's decision to pick Mario 3.
Wow, we agree again. This is not right.
We're going to get through this episode real fast for
I don't know. Once we get to like something that's actually a challenge for Battletoads, then we'll probably get into it.
That's
The
true.
lightning round actually might be a little bit more brutal than the
Yeah,
initial.
we may
Yeah.
run a long lightning round versus the first round.
Are there any ice levels in Portal that we need to?
Gladys is
Portal's
one
pretty slippery to begin with.
icy. Gladys is one icy bot. Anyway. Okay. Well, let's move on to our third bracket. Mega Man 1, the Iceman level, versus Ice Climber Mountain 6.
The entire game.
Well,
yeah, there is an argument for that. It's a game based around the concept of ice levels, but I put down level 6 because this is where I found it. This is where it starts to get you with the fuck yous.
It's ridiculous at level 6, or Mountain 6,
because like it starts off with these two clouds that are flying by, so you have to use the god awful jumping in this game, and you have to jump up, and then you have to break away at the blocks above you. And
guys, it's a black box game. It's got clout.
And the nebulous hitboxes of the platforms, you don't know if there's a hitbox or not.
Yes.
The shit's up there with
different from the rest of the game
and
like
and balloon fight. I mean,
look, it's no
the
Circus
balloon
Charlie.
fight ice level is impressive.
Yeah. But yeah,
All
granted, you could argue the
Charlie,
entire
that's
game
good.
is one big ugly ice level, but I found this is where the game really starts to get stupid with the jumping added into it, and it's just the ice physics are terrible, the jumping is terrible. I don't even like the music. There's vegetables for some reason.
This, Jake.
I hate this game.
So I watched in my research, I watched Iceman. I watched the Iceman level for Mega Man. And correct me if I'm wrong, it doesn't look like the majority of it has ice physics as far as the movement goes, or does it?
No,
it does. It does.
It does, right?
From start to goddamn finish.
And then you add on top of it those flying platform propeller things at that one point.
It's a lot. It's a balanced breakfast when it comes to the platforming on that stage. Also, a special shout out to the iced over palm trees in the background. I think that's a very nice touch. But yeah, I would say between these two, Mega Man, the more difficult, the more well put together and designed level. The theming is there. The difficulty spike is there. It is a wholly different experience than anything else in the rest of that Mega Man 1 game. For me, that one advances over Ice Climbers.
I'm gonna vote it right now as well. I'm gonna vote Mega Man as well, mainly because I think if we're talking, well built and the combination of well built and difficult and everything, Ice Climbers is not well built. I argue that from the beginning, because when I tried to play it, there were points where you jump and you think you're landing on a platform and you fall down. Like it literally bases where the platform is on your start jump position, not where the platform appears on the screen. And so for me, that's just horribly designed. But Mega Man, I mean, it's a well-designed game. It's hard as hell, but it's a well-designed game.
I have to go with Mega Man 1 on this one. First of all, Mega Man 1 had ice physics throughout the entire game. Like not I mean, it was exclusively awful in this. But then you've noticed that in earlier or later Mega Man titles, because there are no earlier, because this is the first one, that it kind of simmer down now on the ice physics for everything else. This fucking ice physics is awful. Then you've got the Kiezo blocks. Is that whatever the stupid
the
vanishing
blocks.
and coming?
Yoku.
Fuck these blocks. Fuck everything about them. I hate them. And they're in this ice level almost like specifically. And not only did it take 15 goddamn minutes just to figure out the stupid block puzzle, but as soon as you land on the other side and you're like, hooray, I did it, you slide into the fucking pit. This level, fuck this level. If I were to quote Sinistar in any ice level, there's two on here that I have major problems with. This one is one of them. Fuck this level.
Okay.
But again, it's that same thing we talked about with Battletoads. I'd still rather play that Mega Man 1 than the Ice Climbers. So yeah, I mean, that discussion of worst, that one leaps and bounds. worst in difficulty, but still fun, still well designed, still put together in an appealing way. More so, infinitely, I'd say, than Ice Climbers.
Great.
Yeah, this stage in Mega Man 1, you guys say it's well designed. I kind of disagree.
There we go. Tell me
You're
why I'm
all
wrong.
slippery. You're like, Mega Man is already super slippery in this game, right? So adding ice physics to this, you want to talk about one step equals meters and meters of distance. That's Mega
many
Man 1
leagues?
ice stage.
At least 200 leagues.
At least
And then
3
they were
dolphin
like,
penises.
okay, not only should this level have ice, it should also have water. It should also have the appearing blocks.
Mhm.
It should also have platforming on platforms that move somewhat randomly and can shoot you. And if you're shot while riding one of them, you'll fall through them.
Mhm.
A classic Mega Man.
A huge, massive pain in the ass. Like
Yes.
this stage, I do agree that I would rather play this than Ice Climber, but that's just because Ice Climber sucks. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But-
Ice Climbers'
Better
whole
matchup.
thing
Given
is
the
like,
choice,
there's a thing,
like,
let me
if-
jump on it.
if I were to choose a Mega Man stage to play, this would be so far down the list. Like it
It
would
is not
beat
my-
Mega
no,
Man
you're right.
X6
You're correct.
levels for the most part, but not much else.
But to
Right?
that point, if you chose a level to play in Battletoads, would you choose Ice Caverns?
Maybe.
No.
I
Yeah.
might.
Maybe.
Compared to
I would.
like Surf City right now, I'd rather play the ice level than Surf City, personally.
Give
but-
me the final boss fight. That is, for my own reasons, don't worry about it, the stage I will always want to play from Battletoads.
The final fight or the final stage?
Final fight.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Step on me, other mommy. I get it. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
the easiest level.
Let me hit
of
those
the
high
game.
arches.
Wolf, with your statements that you made, where do you land, Wolf?
Mega Man.
Okay. So that's 4.
I haven't gone yet. So, Ice Climbers it's a bad game through and through. And maybe the idea of this is that what's the ice stage that kind of goes against the norm and stands out? Are we all just waving the camera now? Is that
I had
what
to
we're doing?
refocus my stuff.
Oh, okay.
My
Um,
shiny
can't ever
I was
had
just
focus
being
on you,
silly. It
GP.
started a
Focus.
wave.
I was
You have
leaning toward
nothing
Ice
but
Climbers before you guys brought up all the shitty stuff in Mega Man, because I beat Mega Man 1 recently and I liked it overall. But yeah, screw these ice physics. And it's not just the Yoku blocks once. There's 2 screens of those blocks. So it's a double FU with
there
those
3?
blocks. Is there 3?
I think it
I
was
thought
3.
there was like another. Yeah,
If
because
you
you
have
go
the
down
mag
one,
beam,
right?
you can
Or the
skip
second
all
And
of
then you
it.
go to the next one, and there's another fucking block area there.
Yeah.
They
it's
give you an
pretty-
easy out.
If you know the game.
I
I,
wa-
didn't
I
know the
wa-
game for the longest time.
I would
but-
like to say I had so much fun watching Jake play this level and get frustrated at it over and over and over. It was beautiful.
I
You're
want
a
to
good
say,
friend.
when I play this in Winder
You're a good
Wars,
friend.
and I played this
We
in
love you.
Powered Up, 3 different Mega Man 1 versions, and the Iceman stage was bad in all of them, I think. So, I think I'm with you guys. I think Mega Man is the worst ice level here in this one.
Okay. Mega Man, Iceman continues on.
Is that
All right.
another five?
That's another
win?
unanimous vote.
Oh
think
my
so.
God, what are we doing? I
Okay,
know
guys,
which
whatever
one
you
it was.
choose
Holy
next, I'm going
shit.
against it.
Yeah.
I really did think we'd be a little more contentious about this. Holy moly.
But
No.
GP,
we're not even
choose
we're not even
you.
cantankerous.
Nice. What was that? Ralph Wiggum?
Yes.
Yeah.
I choose you.
Yeah.
Classic.
Look in the tongue. I
Exactly.
think you mean
Look in the tongue. Okay.
Awesome. Okay. Our next bracket, since we're going to get through this episode in like 50 minutes, let's go. Our next bracket, Link to the Past, Ice Palace
Ooh.
versus this one. This one's going to be a tough. I think this one's going to be a discussion. Mario 64 Second Ice World.
Okay, you guys better choose wrong so that I can choose the one that I want. Okay, I will go last.
Okay,
I
I
just know
think
there's
we
a right and wrong answer.
might have one on our hands now. Okay, who wants to go first on this?
I'll go
All right,
first.
real
fuck
quick
it.
though, on the Zelda one, what's the boss fight at the end of the ice stage?
It's the
The
thing
cloud
encased in
eyes.
ice.
Yeah, the
Okay.
3 clouds. The
Oh,
3 clouds.
eyeball, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
the
thank you.
the
I wanted to make
eyeball
sure I was
clouds.
remembering the right thing.
Yeah.
I'm going with Legend of Zelda because that temple does suck. That does suck. And getting pushed off and getting fucking shoved around. Isn't that one of the spots where the little fucking blue and pink bumper guys come out and
This is
if you
part
hit
of
them,
it,
it's
yeah.
they push you back.
And like
Um,
half of the level is slidey, you
Yeah.
know, floor, half of it's not.
It's
Isn't
rough.
the stage you can
pretty
get
fun
soft locked
though.
on too? Like the only place you can soft locked in Zelda?
I don't know. Can you
It's
soft
fun.
lock
Can
here?
you?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's fucking Zelda, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the ice level in Zelda because it is god awful hard. Mario 64, yes, also has some very difficult spikes to it, and the controls and the camera. I mean, there's a lot going into Mario 64 being janky and difficult as possible. But I do recall on numerous occasions, especially doing randomizer runs on, the randos, having to fucking get into that goddamn temple and get out of it in a timely fashion can go fuck itself. So I'm going with my personal choice of Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
All right. Can I go next?
Sure.
All right. I am going to go Mario 64 because that specific ice level, that second ice level, it's slippery everywhere. It has coins that turn into frogs and attack you.
That's it.
It has
Yeah, the
it
coin
has the ice wave machine that you have to like time your jumps over or else you slide all the way back. It has a giant penguin on the middle of a bridge that good
An
luck.
ice bridge.
An ice bridge, yeah, good luck. Like if you want to talk coming back to Mario games and ice levels, if you want to talk about Mario once again kind of designing an ice difficulty that is Mario ice difficulty, it is the second ice stage in Mario 64. So that's my vote.
I'll go.
Cheap.
When you guys mentioned Mario 64, I was trying to figure out why this was a bad stage, but after watching the video and the way you explained it, yeah, this one's not that good. The first one's great with the penguin slide and all that. It's you throw
Yeah,
the
that
baby
one's
penguin
fun.
over the edge. It's
That
fun.
one's-
Yeah, I
That's
love
fun.
it. But this one's awful. I don't know because like Zelda. So Link to the Past. I love Link to the Past, and I
Mhm.
don't like the Ice Palace because it's probably the only stage, the only dungeon that's confusing to navigate. Like once you remember the trick to get through it, it's fine. But if you have not played in a while, like that's usually what I do. If you don't remember the trick, you could spend an extra half hour just going in circles, and it's boring as hell, and just it's tough. But I think I'm going to lean toward Mario 64 being the worst because there's so much more level in Mario 64. There's like the multiple stars you have to do to clear it, and it's a lot more time spent there over Zelda. I was going to lean Ice Palace, I really was, but I think Mario 64 is worse in this case. So that's my vote.
That's fine. I'll hold down this fort. It's cool.
Yeah.
I was leaning Ice Palace, and I don't know because a lot of things, like a lot of the individual locations in the this Mario 64 ice level, are really fun. Some of them really suck, like that ice labyrinth where you have to like find your way to the invisible hat to and I think you can travel only through most of the ice walls, not necessarily all of them. It doesn't really
Oh.
convey the mechanic
Mhm.
well. It's
Okay.
You just reminded me that labyrinth plus Mario 64 camera is bad.
It's bad. Yeah.
Okay,
well,
anyway.
I mean, anything plus Mario 64 camera is bad, right?
That's
That's
true.
not really fair. It's
But add a labyrinth on top of it.
but honestly, it's funny because I was thinking about this the Ice Palace in Zelda earlier, and I was like, isn't that the one with likes? They steal your fucking shield. I hate that.
No, I think that's the
And then I went
swamp.
back and watched it, and there's literally only the one lotus pumpkin like out in front of it before you even enter, and that's
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I really do have to lean. I gotta lean Mario 64 on this one. It's not the worst Mario 64 level by far, but it's more painful than compared to other Mario 64 levels than this dungeon is compared to other Zelda 3 dungeons. So
Yeah.
I'm going Mario
Can I
64
swing in and
on
just
this one.
argue something real quick? Just real
Sure.
quick. We've had a lot of games here, Echo being one of them, the other game, Ice Climbers being the other one, where everything's the fucking same throughout the entire fucking game, except for like maybe some small changes in these levels, right? Mario 64, though slippery in the ice level, is fucking hindered by its awful camera throughout the entire game. It's also not necessary to do the ice level because you only need 70 stars to beat it. You have to go through the ice
Okay.
level in Zelda.
I gotta call you on that one though.
Fuck that. So no, ice level in Zelda's worse. This is
Okay.
terrible. People want
I'm
an
gonna-
argument, guys.
I'm
I
gonna place
got
my
to throw
vote here.
shit here.
And
we can't
we
agree
already-
throughout
we
the
al-
entire first half of this.
We already know Mario 64 is going on because 3 of you guys already voted. Now, I think this Mario level was my suggestion for the list. It was one of my few contributions that I make. That said, okay, let me just back this up. Cthusiast in chat is saying the same kind of thing that Chart is saying. Well, you have to do the Ice Palace. That's mandatory. You can skip the ice level in Mario 64. You can skip the ice level from Mario 3. You can skip the ice level in Battletoads.
We're
The
not
point is
talking
if it's mandatory.
skippability.
Yeah,
We're not talking skippability.
in my estimation, this level
if I don't have
exists,
to
and if you
live
played
it-
it sucks. He also says,
If I
or Chad
never
also
have
says,
to go to the dentist, does my life suck? No.
But if you were
It doesn't.
comparing bad dentists, you'd still have to compare the bad dentists.
All dentists are bad.
Chad is also saying that there's a lot of forgivability when it comes to your life meter in the Mario 64 game. And they're not wrong. That is true. The thing that sucks about that second ice level isn't everything will kill you quickly. The water, if you're in there for too long, will kill you. Yes, and there are some bad guys, but you're right. There's a ton of coins. The thing that sucks is maneuverability and how easy it is to accidentally kind of get fucked. There's one where you have to push an ice bully off of the ice bridge, and there's a frozen lake under him that if you touch the frozen lake, you go jumping way off and it takes a lot of damage. It is so easy to get stuck between that platform and the water, and it just automatically kills. So it's a frustrating level, more so in my opinion than any other thing that we've had on there so far. I'm going to vote for the Ice Palace though, and here's why. One, I told you guys I was going to go vote against the majority here, and I am. You guys are wrong, and I will die on this hill for no other reason than I want to entertain people. And two, okay, so the prior ice levels that we've talked about is if you move an inch, you accidentally move a mile. The Zelda, this one is the Ice Palace is Fred Flintstone physics. You've got to run your feet for like 30 seconds before you can start moving, and then you can't stop at all. Yes, that sucks, but it's so frustrating. If you took the ice, and this is going to be the dumbest statement I'm going to make tonight, if you take the ice out of the Ice Palace, it is exceedingly easy. The part for me that's frustrating with that level is just trying to get your guy to move. You can't get him to jump like you can in Mario so that you can automatically get some traction. It's you got to spin your wheels for a minute, then you can start going. And anytime you want to change direction, it's a whole thing. So I'm going for Ice Palace because, you know, we need to mix it up.
But by my count, it was 3 for Mario, right?
Yeah, Mario's moving on. I'm just saying, let's stir the shit pot.
Stir the pot.
That's my
That's
function.
what we're doing.
That's
it doesn't matter if
that's
we
my
agree
function.
with you or not. We're trying to make this entertaining, and we're being way too agreeable this time.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right. Well,
I agree with
worry
you. We're too agreeable.
I worry that the next one we're going to be agreeable on as well.
No, I will disagree right now with everything you guys say. So say the most obvious shit you want, and I will argue against it.
Okay, fair. All
no,
right,
it's not
so-
fair.
You're wrong. Deal with it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, you're wrong. Stop. Okay, the argument's done.
So
Lightning round.
the next bracket, Super G&G, the ice level, or Super Empire Strikes Back, the Wampa Cave, plus the god-awful boss.
I want to go last on this one.
I will go second to last because I promised that I would argue.
All right, I'll go first.
No, you'll go second. I'm kidding.
Wow. I guess I'll go first.
Too much.
All
It's
right.
too much. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So I have not played enough of Super Ghouls and Ghosts to get that far to the Frost area, but I have played enough of Super Empire Strikes Back and the Super Star Wars series in general to just not like those games at all for many different reasons. But this is one of the earliest stages. I want to say the Wampa boss is the first major boss. I could be wrong, but it's for such an early stage. There's so much going on. There's so many enemies on the screen. You don't have a lightsaber. You only have your gun, which sucks. Oh, I guess you do have a lightsaber.
You have a lightsaber.
The video
He had a
proved me wrong.
lightsaber in the video.
Fine. But you
Yeah.
also have a gun. Anyway, a lot of stupid jumps. There's a couple of blind jumps in it, and there's a few that are confusing. We have to fly up into the air, and then you finish it off with a boss that fills the screen, which could be cool, but it's not an easy way to dodge the attacks. So I find like a lot of the bosses in this game, especially for the early stuff, you just take unavoidable hits, and it's not fun at all. Like I think this game is really awful, and it kills me because I like the Star Wars license, and I know people do like these games, but the Super Nintendo games have always felt so awful to me. And it's not just this stage. There's a bunch of ice related stuff in Empire Strikes Back that is bad here. There's a snow speeder level 2 that was a close one for this, but
This
I
boss.
think it's awful. This boss is terrible.
boss.
The Wampa. It doesn't even look like the movie.
It doesn't look like a Wampa.
It's huge, but it's awful. But
This is the way.
like Super Ghouls and Ghosts is, it does look like that's a hard ass game too. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know about the ice physics at that level. Does that make it stand out? Is there anything unique about that makes it a bad ice level? Empire Strikes Back is rough, but
There are.
there are.
Okay, I'll go next since nobody called second.
No, sister, you go ahead.
Okay. Oh, go ahead, Chard. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. You go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna vote for Super Ghouls and Ghosts. This level is bad on its face. The enemies that can breathe ice fire on you. The fact that like
Thank you,
there
Jeff
are
Goldblum. That was wonderful.
thank you. There are moments where like you have half a second to get to the right place, or else a blizzard takes you out of the game.
Oh really?
There are oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And then the flowers that shoot little, like, what are ice flowers? I don't get it. And then you know, the back and forth jumping, the switchback jumping, it's all bad. It's all bad. And when I say bad, I mean the difficulty is ridiculous.
Go ahead and keep Super Ghouls and Ghosts up there, because this one takes the cake for me. This level, though it is mine, and remember, I played this game religiously for several months trying to finish this game up. Not even to badge it, just to fucking finish it. So, first of all, I'm going to kind of echo what Sinistar said on most of the starting stuff. You got the stupid ice flowers that have their weird timing signature for spitting the spikes at you that come at weird freaking angles. And you'll sit there and you go, you know what? I'm totally safe here. Then you get hit. You die. There is the weird position double jumps that you have to do. And when you double jump in this game, it's like marriage. You have to commit. You have to sell yourself to it. Okay. And if you ain't going to sell yourself to that jump, you're going to fucking die cold and alone in the middle of a pit with no money and alimony.
Just like
Then-
just like marriage. Well done.
Just like marriage. And then you get up, you get past the blizzard section. You fought off the big ice breathing fuckers, which can shoot through walls and through floors, mind you. Also, their range is a lot farther than it freaking appears to. You get up to this, what appears to be this nice little cavern where the snow has stopped, and you're in this crystal cavern. And then you got these fucking ice assholes that are coming rows of 3, and they cover the entire span. You can't hit them. You can't hit them with a weapon because they got fucking armor and shields in front of them. So you just have to hope to God that they don't fucking hit you. Beyond that, you run into Firebrand right after that, who has ruined numerous attempts at running at this ice level because he's a piece of fucking shit. Then you move on to the wolves. The wolves like to fuck you, but they're not as bad as the spiked everything in the entire area you enter. So you can't jump, you can't walk, you can't do anything. You look wrong, you get cut, you die. After all of that's done, there's an avalanche. That's right. Not one, not two, not three, but three. There's actually three. I overshot.
That's what I meant by blizzard. Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
So, wow,
So there are
that's awful.
avalanches that come through. You have to protect yourself by climbing up a ladder and holding on to said ladder in certain locations. Then there are blind jumps immediately after that. So you're like, hey, I got past that. Oh, there's a dude sitting right there, or a fucking wolf sitting right there, or something immediately moving on after that. Then you've got the boss. Fuck the boss. Because you can't fucking hit him because he's so fucking far out of range the entire goddamn fight. He's throwing stuff at you that you can't dodge. He's got like some weird ass triple split breathing attack. You can usually get some good RNG in this guy to beat his ass, but that doesn't happen very often. And then he's got the stupid hands that grab you. He's got the spinning fucking hands that shoot at you, and he flies, and it's stupid, and it's a fucking difficult level. Super Ghouls and Ghosts is a great game. This is a very difficult level to play because it's so close to the end that you feel like you've done it. You feel like you've made it when you get to the ice stage. You're like, I'm almost there. And then there's this goddamn roadblock that hits you. So Super Ghouls and Ghosts all the way.
Wow. You could not be more wrong. But I will zip it until after Sinistar.
I already went.
Yeah,
I know, I
it's
just
you,
want you to-
GP.
Oh, yeah, okay, great. I was hoping to buy some more time. I wanted people to forget Chard's passion so that I could agree with him without people calling me
Oh,
out.
well, then I'll reiterate my point. So there are these blizzards that take you off of,
Okay, I think I'm ready. So, have you guys ever had hot sauce? And then you're like, oh my God, that is so incredibly hot for hot sauce. And then somebody else is like, here, try this hotter hot sauce. And you're like, all right. Then you try that hot sauce and you can't tell that it's hotter because your mouth is dead. So it's that with Super GNG. The game is hard enough that by the time you get to the ice level, it doesn't matter if it's harder because everything is hard. I'm sorry, but that's my opinion there. The ice level doesn't matter that it's an ice level because it's just as fucking bullshit as everything else in the game. So, well, Jordan, you're not technically wrong. I am duty bound to disagree, but I agree with you in that way. So we can disagree to disagree.
Oh,
Friend of
that
my enemy
GP.
is my chart. And so
Now that my eyes are crossed.
This is the first bracket that we've come across tonight where if given the option, I would rather not play either of them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
For me
same.
so far tonight, it has been I can easily identify which one I would rather play. Gun to my head, give me the bullet. I'm sorry. I just don't think that I
Yeah.
could do it. Having mustered my way through Super GNG.
I love mustard.
I love mustard too. And ultimately, I did enjoy Super GNG by the time it was done because it was done. I don't care to try to play the Star Wars game. I love Star Wars, but I don't care for the early games. To Chat's point, some of the newer games have been fantastic, but the early ones can suck it. So, nobody's a winner in this one. I'm going to end up going with whichever one doesn't win because it's not going to matter. And I told you guys I would. But there's my opinion. I don't care about either of these fucks.
You know what? Super Ghouls and Ghosts, I want to give it points for not using slippery ground as one of the points that makes it a difficult level. It leans into other more creative ways to incorporate the fact that it's an ice stage, right? These, you get those ice vines that grow and they randomly, like they have no set shape to them. They just do whatever the hell they want. And chances are, most of the time, you're going to get hurt from these stupid things if you're not careful. And sometimes if you are. And then
it's a drunk toddler.
Then there's
you've got
mass
the
slowdown in that area too.
like
rough.
like Sinistar said, there's the dudes that breathe the ice fire, there's the ice flowers. Both of those are pretty difficult characters, enemies. And then you've got the snowdrifts. These avalanches, like the first time I encountered the avalanche, it was a big what the fuck. But then, once you figure out, you grab onto the ladder, dude's holding on to keep from being carried away by all the snow. It's a cool idea. Doesn't make the game less hard there. It's definitely, I can't say it's a difficulty spike for Super Ghouls and Ghosts because it's not, but it's still a spike in difficult. Like every stage in that game is another difficulty spike over the last one. It's never like all of a sudden huge ramp up. It's all a huge ramp up, right? The entire game. And I've played through it. I've done the 2-loop thing. I think I spent like 3 weeks on this when I was actively streaming it back in the day. I had a lot of fun with it. I liked it. And the Super Star Wars stage just looks like it suffers from bad design, and it's not hard because it's on an ice stage. It's hard because it's stupid. You got like Jake was saying, it's got the blind jumps. You
Love
like
that.
there's spiked walls, but apparently Luke can touch them just fine. I don't understand. And
They're
then
just
the
jagged.
boss at the end is just a stupid like. There's a boss fight in Tron Evolution for Xbox 360 and PS3, where the entire boss fight is you running figure eights over and over and over, and if you mess up, you die. This basically looks like that kind of thing. You strike them a couple times, jump. Strike them a couple times, jump. It's boring. It's monotonous, but it's not designed well to incorporate the fact that it's a Wampa. It's not designed well to incorporate an ice stage. It's just bad. So I got to go with the other one. Oh my God.
Ghouls and
What
Ghosts.
was it?
Ghouls and
Ghouls and
Ghosts.
Ghosts. Yes. Super
Yeah.
Ghouls and Ghosts.
Super Ghosts. Super Goober Ghosts.
Yeah. Super
I like-
Goober Ghosts.
I like how you were like, well, right in the middle of it,
Scoob.
there's this really impossible thing until you figure out what it is, and you're like, oh, I like that one thing, but everything else sucks. And it
Mhm.
reminds me of like if you had a turd that you had to eat, but in the middle there's like raspberry filling, and you're like, what is this? I like the raspberry though, but the rest of it sucks. And there's no point to that other than I love analogies.
Oh, that
Thank you.
GP.
Oh, what is that, raspberry? Okay.
Well,
Uh-oh.
okay. So,
Take off your headphones there, Jake.
it
Mhm.
sounds like the turd sandwich moves on. Super Ghouls and Ghosts moves on.
I will turn this podcast right fucking around if you don't stop. with
Did we,
my-
okay, don't just say that Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Did we tally the votes here?
It was 4-1, I
It
think.
was 4-1.
Yeah, I think I went Star Wars. Although I'm like kind of rethinking it, where the whole game is just bad and full of overfilled with enemies and shitty bosses. And now that I think about it, I think in terms of like what isn't actually an ice level, at least Ghouls and Ghosts is different enough to be qualified as an ice level, whereas Star Wars is just bad for the sake of being bad and is boring,
No.
I guess. So I think Ghouls
You're
and
wrong.
Ghosts sweeps it.
You're
Okay.
wrong.
All right, still
What
4
time
to
is
1.
it? Okay. I just don't want you guys to hear my clock. It's about to go off. Sorry.
All right.
Wrong.
I mean,
wrong.
the Star Wars games for
Wrong,
Super Nintendo
wrong.
are just the Donkey Kong games, but instead you're Luke and you're going up against the Empire instead of Donkey going up against King K. Rool's army.
Yeah.
They're both jank and poorly designed.
But there's a raspberry little bit in the middle, so.
No, there's not.
No.
Well, speaking of raspberry little
Bonus
bits,
stages in Donkey Kong.
let's
Sorry,
move
please
on
go
to our next raspberry filled bracket.
That's a corn kernel, sir.
I quit. There's nothing I'm going to have to contribute that's going to be better than what Wolf just said. He wins.
All right. So, our next bracket, we have Mega Man Extreme Chill Penguin versus Super Mario Brothers 2 World 4 2, the one with the white puff slippy thingies.
Mhm.
Yeah, puffy slippy bitches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the white puff
Yeah.
slippy bitches. Can I go first?
No.
I
Okay.
this was my selection into the Mario Brothers, not the Mega Man. The Mario Brothers selection was my choice into this bracket because I fucking hate this level. When I was a kid, this was easily the hardest level that I had to fight getting through it. Aside from the absolute fucked up ice physics, you have to dodge the shy guys with the pitchforks flying at you in a specific pattern,
They called
which
Bezos?
involved whatever. They're idiots. They're flying through trying to stab you with their little pitchforks, and then you've got the puffy white slippy bitches that you think you've escaped because they'll turn and burn right by you, and you're like, haha, fuck you nerds. And you're like, all right, I'm taking my time. I'm gonna make this fucking jump. I got whales blowing hot water up my ass. We got enemas literally out the yin yang coming through this shit. And if you touch the water wrong, it kills you. Makes sense. I can ride it, but I can't touch the sides. What is this, entrapment? I can't deal with this crap. So you pass through all this stuff. You're like Catherine Zeta-Jones, and you're fucking, dodging all this shit real slow and easy. Then the puffy white slippy bitch come and fucking knock you off of the side of the goddamn platform. And then I get stabbed in the head by an Ike, whatever the fuck you called it. Whatever. It's stupid. I hate this goddamn level. This should win the entire bracket because this thing is fucked and I hate it. Next one, please.
So I want to make an argument that the Ikes, whatever, the pitchfork dudes.
The Jeffrey Bezos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bezos.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
how
on,
are
Jeffrey.
they not essentially considered, we talked Super Mario Brothers 3 World 6 with the thwomps. These are essentially flying thwomps that come at you, but you actually don't know that they're there until they appear on the screen and they are flying at you. They move at the speed of a thwomp. And then, yeah, the little puffy, wow. And once again, I'm coming back to Mario. Mario does ice physics. I gotta wonder if Mario was the first to do ice physics, right? And everybody else has just been copying. Because every time I see Mario do ice physics, I'm like, well, that's how you do ice physics.
You also to
make me mad.
I gotta slide this point in just real quick on top of that, because watching this video also, this is one of the only videos we've watched where somebody's died on the level. So that helps.
You beat me to it.
Yeah.
Secondly, I'm sorry, GP, I didn't mean to steal it from you.
No.
Secondly, when you have the Tetris Pete's platforms, right, that are, you got 2 blocks and then 2 blocks here, you think in your brain, I can lean up against this block, I'll be fine. But that's not the case in Mario 2. There's no wall protecting you there. It's just another fucking level. So you just slip right the fuck off when you're like, you know what, I'll hit this little zigzag, it'll catch me, and I'll be good to go. And then you've got this fucking level with the screw spikes at the back of it when you're you got to ride the camera through here or one of those shy guys. Fuck this level. This level wins it all. Fuck.
No, it's
this
fun.
level.
But it's
This level is fun.
So that said, I'm going Mega Man Extreme. I'm going Mega Man Extreme. Chill Penguin, because like GP, I want an argument.
Well, here, let me go. So Mario Brothers 2, yeah, there's ice physics, but the opening of this stage, the way you do it is you go balls to the walls running. You don't push left at all. You push and hold right, and you duck and jump and weave amongst the Jeffrey Bezos, like your Amazon dodging taxes. It's fun. You don't have to go left and right and mess around with the sliding. You don't even notice because you're going one speed, one direction, fucking fast. You feel like Sonic in this level. I think it's great. I think it's I don't like the whales. I'm with you. The whales is stupid. But then after the whales, the screw parts.
Fire-breathing Birdo. You have to fight it on an ice platform at the end of this.
But Birdo's in all the stages. It's fine. He's not unique.
But not fire-breathing and not on an ice platform.
Yeah. But even the screw riding part, you get to ride the camera thing. That's fun. That's neat. No. I think that's really cool mechanic. I think the game is fun.
And lame.
All right, let me tell you why.
Guys, it's a cannon, not a camera.
Well, it looks like a camera. It looks like 1920s all over again.
Looks like fucking News 10.
Anyway, I just want to tell you real quick why I hate this particular Mega Man game. I know people love Mega Man X on SNES. This is not that. This is the Game Boy reimagining of that game. So Big John, who's a streamer, he's a great guy on Twitch. He did a retro battle tournament a couple times, and I was in it the one time, and this was the game I had to do. Fuck this game. I'm not good at Mega Man X, I admit that, but me and my opponent made it to the boss, the penguin, and I'm not lying when I spent almost 15 minutes in the boss trying to kill it, and I'm plugging away, pew 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 with the Mega Buster, pew pew pew, just doing nothing, just doing no damage whatsoever. And I'm like dodging like the Matrix. I'm Neo. I'm dodging the ice sculptures he throws at you. I'm bouncing off the wall in the blizzard moments. Like there's all kinds of snow stuff in that room. But it doesn't matter because I'm doing like next to no damage. Apparently you got to use the Mega Buster, and that wasn't doing that enough. But me and my opponent spent over 10 minutes in that boss fight. I lost because of that boss fight. The level was fine. But the boss is so awful. And it just, I don't know why I hate this over the SNES one. The SNES one is okay, but something about the damage scaling in this game is awful. So for me, it's Mega Man Extreme.
Okay. I'm glad you said that because in my head, I'm like, are we arbitrarily doing a non-Super Nintendo Mega Man? So
Yeah, I thought the
there's
same thing.
no.
So there's okay. So then I'm going to be a little out of my depth if I say anything about Mega Man Extreme. I'm trying to speak slowly because the boss fight, I'm just now kind of seeing it. But no, no. I
mean, he's right.
My love for Mega Man goes deep. I wish I knew more about this one. I'll probably have to try it, or maybe I'll add that to the damage randomizer that we have. That would be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I've got to. Guys, are we going to have too many Mario games on here?
No,
I don't know.
because there's a reason they got there.
I don't know. Here's my thing though with Mega Man or with Mario 2. There's a right way to play it and there is a wrong way to play it, and it is largely based upon what character you choose. And specifically with Mario 2, you can nerf the whole thing by choosing when you jump. If you jump instead of start like Fred Flintstoning, like I said earlier, doing this with your feet and then you can move. If you start by jumping and then moving, you negate the fact that it's an ice level. I don't think the design of the level is overly bad or negative. I am a fan of my bidet, so the whole whale section, I don't mind. It seems refreshing.
It's refreshing.
So I'm gonna go. I'll go with Mega Man. I'll go with Mega Man on this one.
Unless you take it to the face, then it's not refreshing. So I mean, accuracy counts in this, right?
Yeah. Thankfully,
Damn it.
the whales
Everything
are
I'm
always on
saying-
target. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, catch the side of your bidet and see how refreshing that shit is, because that's apparently the same response you get in Mario 2. If you catch the
I
side
hate to
of
say
it,
it, but I have to wonder if my animal instincts wouldn't kick in that point. I'd just start biting at the water stream like a dog.
Okay, so how have we voted? How have we voted? Are we
Mega
2
Man
and
for
2?
me.
Mega Man.
Mega Man
wow,
for me.
Mario.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Really? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can change some minds here. Let's check this out. All
I
right.
say, Wolf, just say your
I have
opinion, because apparently ours
played-
don't matter.
I have played the Mega Man Extreme games, and for those who are unfamiliar with them, they're literally they pull from the console Mega Man X games, the way the Mega Man Game Boy games pulled from the console Mega Man games. So to say that this ice stage of like this Chill Penguin stage is like super hard and difficult and sucks is to say that of the Super Nintendo Mega Man X stage,
No.
because they are virtually the same.
But they're
Not
not.
the same thing.
Difference
I just
is
watched the
it's
goddamn
slightly
fight.
dumbed down. The whole thing is slightly dumbed down from the Super Nintendo experience.
Hmm.
I've played it. We all just watched it. If you're watching the YouTube video and not listening, it's not bad. It's still supposed to be the first stage you do in this game. It's
The boss
not
room
hard.
is
It's
smaller
not the same
than the SNES
secret.
one. It's more damage
Well,
to
it's
kill the
Game
boss.
Boy. They're okay. So all the characters in the Mega Man Extreme games are chibi because it takes place
I'm
in
about to have a
cyberspace.
fucking spaz attack
But
here.
that's the difference, okay? Otherwise, Mario 2 is the harder and more difficult and worst of these. Even when you're good at it, this is still kind of a choke point in Mario 2. This stage. And I mean, I've
And you can
played
skip it.
I did a point where I streamed the game
Well, I mean, it gets you
4
to look at
times
it.
in a row, playing as each character warpless. And this stage was still one of the hardest stages in the game because it's so damn slippy. It's got the little snow puff guys. It's got the Bezos. It's got the little cannon ride across the spikes. If you
But
make a
It's got a
mistake,
porcupine
you're
at the
gonna
end.
get hurt.
But technically, it's not even a Mario
sucks.
game.
It is. Everybody says that. Let me clarify something right now. Miyamoto, is that his name? Shigeru Miyamoto.
Sure.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just making sure I
I
had the
believe
right
you.
name because I had a short circuit there. So Miyamoto actually told his team after they were done with Mario 1, he told some guys, I want to try making a vertical Mario game, work on an engine for that. And so that's how it started. And then it got licensed out as something else. And then it got transferred back into a Mario game. So it began life as Mario. Telling me
Okay.
Mario 2 is not a
Okay.
Mario game is horseshit. And I stand by
You're
that
probably right.
stance.
But saying that, well, Mega Man X Stream is basically the exact same experience as Mega Man X, and the Chill Penguin stage on Mega Man X is easy. Those two things are not exactly the same, even though I understand your point. To that point, I have a twin brother, so genetically we're basically the same, but my father still has a preference for which one he likes more, and guess which one it's not. So,
The Game Boy one. I get it. But
Yeah.
Cat
But-
You're not changing my mind. You're not changing my mind,
saying
Dad.
it's
Or-
but it's
well,
not a bad stage. It's just a
Okay.
dumbed down version of
You
a
know what?
stage that's
And
already
I'm
not
dumbed down
hard
version of
and
my
not
brother. I get it.
difficult.
It's
Wolf
fine.
has convinced me. Wolf has convinced me. I'm going Super Mario Brothers 2.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Fucking
Mario
A.
2
God
on this
damn it.
one for
It's
sure.
fun though. You know, I don't like the Zen-like jumping and dodging, ducking and weaving in the beginning of that stage. It's
What are
fun.
you?
Jake,
How
it's
many
okay.
of these
Let's let him
stages
his
have we
fun.
said are fun
It's
and
all
we
right.
still
Jake,
pushed them through?
you and me, buddy. High five, Jake.
Yeah. See, like this.
High
This
five,
is
Daddy.
fun.
Thank you.
Fine.
Yeah.
You stick your solidarity where you stick your
Alright.
sorries in a sack,
Ah,
mister.
Hope you guys
You
are going to enjoy the
guys-
top 3 Mario, and Mario.
You guys are awful.
wait.
This is a good game. This is fun. I like this stage.
We didn't say it was a bad game. It's a shit level.
No, the level's fun. I think this is a great level. You guys are so wrong on this.
Bro.
Oh, I didn't say it's not fun, but it's a pain in the ass.
You think it's a worse ice level than Mega Man Extreme with that bot? You guys have
Yeah!
not played. Oh, you guys are
Without
wrong.
question. There's
There
not
are
even a
no ice-
conversation
there
about
are-
this.
There are very few ice physics in the Mega Man Extreme stage. If
That whole
any.
boss room is ice tropes left and right.
No.
There's ice statues, blizzards. He's a fucking penguin. What more do you want? It's an ice
Sorry,
level.
Wolf-
Kill it with a
Wolf
Mega
has a good
Buster.
point.
There's no
gonna
need
go
to
Mega
use
Man- or I'm gonna
anything
go
else
Mario
in that
too.
thing. Let's go.
What-
Would
Let's
anybody
What's the-
vote for
join us.
Mega
What's the
Man
next
X
one? Talk
Super
with us.
Nintendo Chill Penguin over Mario 2? Because if you wouldn't, then you wouldn't do the Game Boy one either, because the Game Boy one is
No,
dumbed
they-
down.
False.
They are totally
False.
different. They look the
False.
same, but they're totally different.
They play
You guys need to
completely
play
No,
this
they're
game.
not.
They are.
I've played it.
Not
I beat it.
recently.
No,
This is
but I
Wily Wars
beat
all over
both
again
the
today.
Mega Man Extreme games.
It is Wily Wars all over again.
Yeah.
Wily
okay.
Wars.
Because that game's
Yeah.
also shit.
Let's. What's the next one?
Right.
I'm sad. I'm getting
Okay.
exalted.
Well, we've now
November,
made
are you happy?
we have now made it to the lightning round, and I'm going to
Not
tell
usually
you,
the angry one.
this is great. Each of the brackets,
You
You're
guys
the
just don't
older
enjoy
brackets.
fun. That's just the problem. But that's okay.
each of the brackets
Now
in
you're
the
sounding like
lightning
my
round
wife.
has a Super Mario game in it. Each of the brackets has a Super Mario
Perfect.
Brothers game in it.
Perfect. Let's go.
Okay.
I-
So
Let it be known, we all tried to vote one of the Marios out. At least one of us tried to vote one
Yeah.
of the Marios out. Jake just picked
it
the wrong
almost
one.
happened until Wolf convinced me. All right. Our first lightning round bracket. Battletoads. The Arctic Caverns versus Super Mario Brothers 3 World 6, The Ice Fortress. No Leaf.
It's too specific. I hate that we're so specific because I think
Battletoad.
Battletoads would win. But if you said Battletoads blindfolded upside down controller only, I mean, where's the
Controller
line?
only.
Wait,
So there's
what do
another
you
option.
use? Yeah, what do you
Keyboard
use
and mouse.
besides a controller?
It's that upside
Keyboard
down
and mouse.
controller. Upside down controller.
Oh,
Power
not
glove. Come on, you
buttons,
guys
not
have seen me do this
buttons.
shit with the power glove. Let's go.
Battletoads. The Battletoads
Battletoads.
stage is more of a fuck you all the way through. Mario is more
Yeah.
fun, even if that stage is crummy. But overall, Battletoads Arctic Caverns is worse.
But
I
think
still-
about it
no,
this way.
I don't know if I want Battletoads to be in the top 3. It's not
Okay,
that
hear me out on
bad.
this. Remember my hot sauce analogy
It's not that
earlier with
bad.
Super G and G? I think that applies here. Battletoads is an entirely difficult game that happens to have an equally difficult ice level. Mario 3 is a relatively easy game that has a very difficult ice level. And for that reason, I'm going to go Mario 3 on this one.
Wait, you had an analogy besides a turd with raspberry in the middle?
This is a raspberry candy with a drop of turd in it. Where you're like, this is great. What was that? But we're back, and I finished it for some reason, and I refused to learn. Where's my toothbrush? And so no, Battletoads is tough. They happen to have an ice stage that is also equally the thing is, Battletoads ice stage is exactly what Battletoads ice stage should be. Mario 3 kind of has no business dropping that ice level where they did, how they did, when they did, why they did. So,
In the ice
again,
world,
Mario 3.
it doesn't belong in
It's
the ice
halfway
world.
through the ice world, dude.
Yeah.
It fits right in. And I'll say that in Mario Bros. 3, World 6 is when things start getting difficult. And it doesn't get easier after World 6. World 7 is the plant maze. That thing is a whole pain in the ass. World 8's got a bunch of hard levels in it. So I think the difficulty curve in Mario still keeps going like Battletoads. It's hard all the way through at that point on.
I want to go last.
All right.
You already went. I thought you said Battletoads.
No.
No, I said
He's-
Battletoads.
I said Battletoads
Yeah.
too.
I know it's
I
easy to
will
get Wolf
go-
and I mixed up because we're both equally loud tonight, but
I will go Super Mario Bros. 3 World 6.
We don't want to give Chard this power. Can we
No,
agree
we-
real quick?
No, we can give Chard the power.
Okay.
Chard,
You-
Chard
you
is
battle-
tired.
let's have counsel.
Chard is really tired of saying our votes don't matter. He's really tired of saying that.
But now
But
his
I'm-
is the
I'm
only one that
actually-
does.
I want to feel the room. This is not a decision that I'm going to
no,
make.
no,
I want to
I'm-
feel the room.
I am actually literally saying, like, Super Mario Bros. I'm coming back to, yes, the Battletoads ice, the Arctic Caverns is hard and brutal, but it's Battletoads. Battletoads is hard and brutal, plain and simple, front to back. Like, the ice level is just, hey, look, we have a hard ice level. Oh, look, we have a hard speeder bike level. Oh, look, we have a hard drop through a tunnel level. Oh, look, I mean, it's you get to Super Mario again. Once again, you get to Mario, and that ice physics that Mario builds in, and we're talking the one with the thwomps, and we're talking the ones where it's the Tetris shaped pieces, and you've got to like angle everything right. I mean, it's I'm going Super Mario.
It's all
Wolf
right
wants
that
you
you're
to know
wrong.
that you're wrong. Also, I am wrong too. I'm with you on this one, Sinistar. There's no
All right,
wrong
Chard.
answer. They're
It's
both
tied.
great levels.
Wait, it's tied?
It's tied.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's tied.
You're the
Yes.
hat.
Oh,
Beside the
wow. I didn't
face.
know I
You're
was
William
that last that
Shatner
quickly.
in this
Okay.
one.
I am
He's gonna
Shahatner.
dine out on this one for a week.
Your vote
This-
matters, Chard. Your vote matters.
Yeah, rock the vote, my
Here's
man.
the thing. Here's the thing. Battletoads ice level is not that hard. It really isn't. I find more difficulty in Inferno or
I'm sorry.
Clinger Winger.
Sinistar took his headset off for a second. Can you say that sentence again? I think he might have missed it. And this is important stuff.
Battletoads is not that hard. The ice level is not that hard. The ice level is not that hard. It's not. It
Your
is
talent
all
is showing.
about learning. I'm sorry. I'm trying to cover it up.
Quote 71.
Badge.
Quote
It's the
71.
badge, people. It's the badge. Battletoads is all about patterns, and I'm a big pattern guy. I'm cool with patterns. If you can give me a pattern, I don't remember any of the numbers in any of my pen numbers. I only remember patterns. So if you give me, it's like someone who's colorblind who knows that the green light is, where it needs to be, and the red light's where it need to be. So if you twist that shit sideways, you don't know when to stop or go. It's the same thing with patterns with me. With Battletoads, you just learn the patterns. You learn where everything's at, and it's a breeze. Once you figure that out, it's fucking easy. Super easy. Mario has no patterns. It's a piece of shit, and I hate it. That level is crap. And I think it's worse than the Battletoads ice level, because the Battletoads ice level is not shadowed by Inferno, Clinger Winger, everything, literally everything, the teletubes, everything beyond the ice level is far worse than the ice level itself. Dropping the ice level in the middle of your Mario game is basically like, you ain't gonna finish this, you idiot. That's what it feels like. It feels like they're like, hey, everything's been peaceful and fun, and you're having a good time, and ice level, get fucked. And it's literally in the
Sorry you
middle of the
wasted
map.
your
So
whistle
it's like,
getting here.
right, exactly. Yeah. Enjoy sliding around in the one dungeon that you have to get through. It's no. So Mario 3. I'm going Mario 3. I don't think Battletoads is all that bad.
Mario 3 moves on.
Why do you guys hate Mario so much? Why do you guys hate fun?
Because they're
I
hard.
celebrate Mario.
These games
Mario.
are fun. These stages are anyway. Okay.
We didn't say they were fun. They just said we were
I
hard.
would rather play Battletoads in this instance, but I think given the context of the rest of the game,
Is Wolf gonna quit?
I don't know. I'm finding
Little.
it hard to bear his disappointment,
Yeah,
and I might
Yeah, Wolf-
change
Wolf,
if we don't move on soon.
your level of vocalism it's refreshing, and it's also a little
Palpable,
terrifying.
and I love it.
It's also a little
drinkable.
terrifying.
I'm drinking of it tonight.
Yeah, it's refreshing, but I'm also like, wow, he's got a wow.
I
Do
didn't.
You
I
might
just-
actually walk out of the room.
Like, do I put my
Wait.
tail between my legs and like,
How did this happen? We went through the first 6 brackets, like, well, 4 brackets with just like, yeah, I agree.
And since when does round 2 become longer than round 1?
right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, luckily there's
And
only
this is the
there's
lightning
only,
round, so
there's
we
only
should
two
luckily
rounds
there's
probably
only 3.
Yeah.
Luckily there's only 3. So, okay, next bracket: Mega Man 1 Iceman versus Mario 64 Second Ice World.
All right. So we'll agree on
I
this
go first.
one.
Mega Man 1 Iceman can get fucked.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with Jake.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so 2
Fuck
votes for
that
Mega
goddamn
Man 1 right off the bat. Who wants to go next?
Mega Man. Let's move on to the next one.
Well, wow.
Oh my god, I love that so much.
He got it.
I love
You
that he
got
has
it.
galloped eyes.
I'm
Mega Man.
I'm going Mario 64, guys.
Oh, well, sucks to be
Okay,
wrong.
you
Sorry.
could be alone in that house. That's fine.
Yeah, go sit in your Mario 64 igloo.
With my
Go
penguin
run around your Mario
your
64
horrible
snowman and watch
camera.
him melt.
Yeah,
and my penguin.
and
yeah.
your penguin.
Okay, Mega Man 1 Iceman moves on. Okay. Third and last of this bracket, or the lightning round.
Mario 2, and you're all fucking wrong.
No, you can't pick Mario
Super-
2.
I don't even know
Whoa,
who he's up
super-
against.
Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
Doesn't
Ice
matter.
level.
Oh,
Super Ghouls and Ghosts ice level versus Mario 2.
Mario 2.
4-2
This
is a
is not even a
fun stage if
conversation.
you play it
Fuck.
right. You're playing it wrong.
No.
It's a
You're
fun
wrong.
stage.
you're sucking at a stage wrong, dude.
It's got so much variety. It's got the camera riding thing. It's got a rocket thing. It's got whales. It's got slippery white puffy
Jake's
bitches.
okay
Like
Wrong, so long as you're wrong for the right reasons.
I will defend being wrong because I feel it in my soul.
I haven't
Okay,
even
so is
played
that
that
one
stage in
each?
Ghouls and Ghosts, and I'm voting for Ghouls and Ghosts. That looked like trash.
Yeah.
That's the worst
Is that,
stage.
so that's one each. All right.
Yeah.
Who's
G and G.
next? Who's
Super
okay?
G and G.
That's 2 for Super G and G.
Wait. Yes.
Yeah, 2 for Super G and G. One for Mario.
I hate
2.
it here.
Wolf, what do you say?
I hate it here.
Ah.
No.
Oh,
I don't want
gosh.
to be.
You know
I don't
what?
want to be the
You know
end
what?
vote.
You know what? Okay, they go.
All right, I'm going Mario 2.
Yes.
All right. So I'm a tiebreaker. All right.
Do you hate
this is
fun?
one of the few I'm kind of torn on.
Yes,
actually.
Jake. That's why
know where
I
you
hate
live,
Don't let
Wolf.
the fact that you and
Remember
I have
that.
disagreed on everything tonight will sway you in
I've
any
been-
way.
I've been to your house, sir. You don't live that far from me.
We have broken bread together.
We have.
Yes,
Your
this
wife's
is true.
cooking is phenomenal.
We did misdemeanors together, man.
Okay.
No.
So-
Jaywalk, babe.
Okay.
Both of these are very difficult and incorporate the ice aspect pretty creatively, I gotta say.
That's a good bracket.
But so, like, if you compare it apples to apples as best as you can, you've got what, the flying bee guys versus the flying javelin shield dudes in Ghouls and Ghosts. You've got the weird platforming, whereas in Mario it's slippery to make you miss your jumps in Ghouls and Ghosts. It's the same, just you might miss the jump because you didn't time it right.
I think
You've
my
got the
favorite part about
snowdrifts.
this is Wolf is literally dragging this out as long as he can. I know he
Yes,
is.
I am.
It's almost as long as the snow
gonna
episode
tear
I'm trying
down my
of
Not
fucking
where I
green
Ghost.
stand on this, honestly.
The stage is so long. You can do the Mario one in 30 seconds.
No.
They're
Super
both
Ghouls and
long
Ghosts
for their
takes
games.
forever.
No, the 4-1 and Mario 2 is also super long for a Mario 2 stage.
Not that bad.
It kind of is.
It's that
But
bad. It's the worst.
I do think I have to go Super Ghouls and Ghosts on this one.
Fuck! You're killing me.
Wait, what happened to your... Are you not really stuck in an ice level?
No.
No, I'm stuck in my
illusion
own
is
personal
shattered.
hell now. You
not
gotta
really
be
stuck?
kidding me.
You're not really stuck in a mediocre or mid-level ice stage?
No,
Interesting.
it's because it's easy to get through.
No,
Listen,
Super
we're
Ghouls and
changing
Ghosts-
fucking hearts. No, no,
Super Ghouls and
no.
Ghosts has some hard parts, and it's frustrating.
It's
It
patterns
really is.
again.
Mario 2 is a Mario 2 stage, but you're sliding around. That's it. That's the difference.
Yeah.
No, you're not just sliding around. You're literally getting fucked by the floor. And
That's
then you think that, oh shit, there's a wall there to save my ass. Incorrect, sir. That
If
is
you-
fucked. They're
then
going
don't
and then you
stop.
got wheels blowing.
Why are you
hot
stopping in a
steam
Mario
up your
2 level? You just keep going. If you don't
No.
stop, you don't need the walls, and you keep going.
I
and
don't
it's
want to
fun.
stop, but it
Can't
makes
stop
me
the rock.
stop.
Can I say
But
Joe
it-
Sliden? I don't know.
It
Is that-
teaches you,
the wrong-
Mario 2 repeatedly teaches
No.
you that there are platforms that
I don't
you can
need to be
walk
taught.
through. They're
This
not
is not.
solid.
This is not a time of my life where I need education.
I didn't come for an education.
If I wanted to go,
There
to
is no
fucking
raspberry.
school, I
It's only
would.
shit. It's only
The only thing that taught me is to fucking hate ice levels. Was that fucking level? That is the bane
So,
of my
hold on.
existence.
So you're telling me without Mario 2 World 4, you wouldn't have figured out ice levels suck? I don't know. That seems like a tall claim.
I don't know.
All right.
That's how I stand. You guys are all fucking wrong, all of you, except for Sinister.
All right.
You're right. I like.
I
you.
mean, honestly, I like both of these, so it's a toss up
Yeah.
for me. But I gotta lean Super.
Don't
Ghouls and
toss
Ghosts
up.
on this one.
Then
All
pick the
right.
right toss.
Here comes.
Let
Now
me
we have
feel
to
my
rank.
feelings chart. We've talked about this.
Now we have to rank out of Super Mario Brothers 3 World 6, Second Ice Fortress, No Leaf. I'm
What is
doing
this
that
no
for
leaf
you.
nonsense?
I'm doing
Nobody
that for
cares.
you,
fucking
GP.
Mario
I'm doing
2.
that for you, GP. Mega Man 1 Iceman and Super Ghouls and Ghost Ice Level. What's number 3? What's number
Number
3?
3.
Mega Man 1, number 1. And the other two can get fucked because they're both stupid.
Because they both
Uh,
beat Mario 2.
Yeah, exactly. They shouldn't have. This is all fucking rigged, and I hate it here.
Wow.
Super
Wow.
Ghouls and Ghosts goes last, so I guess that puts Mario 3 second because that is not a hard level.
I think it's
Okay,
very hard level.
Get good.
I can go with that. I can go with that order.
As
Yeah, I
opposed to the basic gameplay, I gotta put Super Ghouls and Ghosts in third.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Super G&G probably the third spot.
Yeah.
Really? I
And
think
then
No,
Of the-
it's Mega Man 1 as number 1.
yeah, Mega Man.
Super Mario 3 World 6 is number 2, and Super Ghouls and Ghosts is number 3.
no.
I would be okay with switching around Mario 3 at the number 1. No, you're right. I think that's fair.
Mario
Mega Man,
1.
Mario 3, Super G&G.
Or
You-
Mega Man 1, Mario 3, Super Ghouls
Yeah.
and Ghosts.
You think Mario and Mega Man 1 are worse than Ghouls and Ghosts?
No,
Yes.
we're. Oh, you mean as far as they're harder.
What's
Yes.
really Super Girls and Ghosts? That
Okay.
stage is full of
Super
screw
Ghouls and
yous.
Ghosts shouldn't even be in this goddamn
It-
category. It
I
should
think
be
it's number
fucking on the
one.
wayside, waiting for someone to
Stu-
come pick him up so someone can get an Uber to take his stupid ass home because he doesn't even know why he was in this goddamn competition to begin with.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry you voted wrong earlier,
third.
but I think Super Girls and Ghosts is the worst of the three.
You're
Now,
high.
think about it this way. Of the 3 here, the ones that best utilized the ice physics, I think are definitely Mega Man and then Super Mario 3 over, I mean, really the major ice mechanics. You have some ice themed things, But the
Right.
the coolest ice mechanic would be the avalanche for Super G&G.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whereas
how
the
many
other ones, I
games have
think,
you
are just-
played where you can get carried away in an avalanche?
No, and that's cool and that's novel, but I don't know if that's enough to put it at the number 1 spot out of these.
Make it the
I don't know. I
worst
played a
ice
game
level.
recently where I could
mean-
get carried away from the fucking floor and
are you
thrown
aware
into a
that-
fucking whale's ass. But fuck that. Let's go ahead and talk about
Okay,
fucking ghouls
but
and
are
ghosts.
you
That
aware
seems
that
like a
in Mario
great fucking
3
game.
Castle whatever, you're not allowed to use a leaf?
That's why I put it up to 2
So
because you can't use a leaf.
look, I said no leaf only because if you have a leaf in that stage, you can skip half of it by flying underneath the stage.
Next time you all allow me to make some sort of bracket or some sort of category, I'm going to throw in some bullshit arbitrary nonsense and it's going to change everything and I love it.
I just
One
want
eye
to point out.
closed, eating your beard, no drinks.
I just want to point out that, like, do we want to yell at each other this much? Because next week we're going to be yelling at each other.
Yeah,
Yes.
next week's
We
all
need
worse.
to all
I'm not going to be here next week. I'm already going to quit. This is.
we need to have some sort of bro time where we are all unified. Take some peyote or something because yes,
Mhm.
this time next week, none of
Yeah.
you
Go
are ever going to
climb,
want to see
climb
me
Mount
again.
Vesuvius.
Well,
Yes.
So are you guys all in that order,
Bathe
locked in
the
that
living
order?
waters.
So
Mega
number-
Man
Yes.
1, Mega Man 1, Super Mario 3, Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
Yes.
One.
Really?
Yeah, really. I know. I'm shocked that Super Ghouls and Ghosts got in here too, but somehow it managed to eke the fuck by. So
Okay.
I'm also a little
All
shocked.
right.
Sure,
I
I'm going to
just-
send you some of my
okay.
blood pressure medication. I'm worried about
Okay.
you, brother.
All right.
You should be, because I'm about to pop. I already threw my Mike Puffer thing off the fucking somewhere in the room. I don't know where the fuck
And you're
it is.
popping all over the place. And we
Mhm.
love it.
Yeah.
We're here
Good.
for it.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're that heated this week, next week you're gonna have an aneurysm. It's
Papa.
it's gonna be entertainment.
Yeah.
I'll put it in
Yeah,
my
we-
goddamn calendar.
We
Yes, Chard has pressed B.
We saved next week's topic for the last March Radness because this podcast may end.
Yeah, we can say what it is, right? Do we,
Hmm.
or do we want to say
I
what
don't
it is?
feel like it'll be that bad.
I think it's going to
Okay.
be great.
I'd like to throw
mean-
in. Listen, there was going to be an honorable mention, and I wanted to toss this one actually in here.
Sure.
'cause
Is it
this
Contra?
actually a
'Cause it
legit
doesn't count.
honorable mention. It won't count. It doesn't matter. We've already got our 3 in place. We're going to honorable mention Dark Souls 2 Horse Fuck Valley. Also awful ice level where the enemies are invisible and they fuck you up real fucking bad, and then you have to fight 2 goddamn tigers at the end of the stupid map. That level is shit, and I should have remembered that one to put that one in there, but because that one's
Was
rough,
there an
so that's a
ice
good
level
honorable mention.
in Street Fighter, the movie, the video game, or Fight Club?
That game is an entire ice
I
level.
think there was in Fight Club. Yes,
Yeah.
I think there was a snow level. You fought on a polar bear or something. I believe it.
No,
I
we
guess,
could-
yeah.
I'm okay if we tell people what next week is.
It's my
Yeah, let's do
retirement
it.
party.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
shit.
So announce it.
We are doing a March Radness, a bracket on best console.
That'll be a shit
It
show.
will be intense.
And
It'll
just so you
probably
know,
be our
Get
first
here.
ever 4-hour episode. And
We
See,
have
we were
to-
getting along so fucking nice, and then you guys had to just go so wrong so fast, and I just don't understand. Except for you, Sinistar, I still love you.
Oh, yeah. I love you too, man. And just so you know, we have to keep these to 12. So it will not probably keep. I mean, I think we're talking
Yes.
retro. I think we're talking retro.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
So awesome. Well, gentlemen, that was a lot of agreement at the beginning and a lot of vitriol at the end. We're all gonna have to go meet and smoke a peace pipe together, and
Don't
hug it out.
smoke.
We'll
I don't
have to
smoke
hug it
with
out.
people that are
I don't
wrong.
typically talk. Maybe I should keep it to myself this time. I'll Marco Polo you guys might.
We need to play Mario Brothers 2 together. That's what we need to do. Because I feel like if
No
you played
lead.
it
No.
again,
Because
it's
I'll just push you off the goddamn
It's-
platform and be like, see how fucking easy this is? See how much fucking fun this is? This is so much goddamn fun.
it is fuck's sake. It's fun.
Where's your raspberry turd?
Give me 20 minutes.
Oh, 20.
Wow.
Damn.
All
Coast
right,
to coast. Yeah.
The lineup of Long John
gentlemen.
Silver's is pretty short. So
gentlemen, I still love all of you. I don't know about the
Can't
rest
wait
of you,
for
but
the
I
treasure
still love
box
all of you.
redo.
Oh, real quick, to go back to the top of the episode, the one truth, one lie.
Valedictorian is the truth.
You think I was a valedictorian, but you don't think that I had ever been banned from multiple Waffle Houses in Texas.
Knowing how you eat, GP, I think Waffle Houses would love to have you as a repeat customer. And I can't
Let
see
me
them
tell you
banning
about my favorite hobby in my early 20s. Getting drunk and going to start fights at the Waffle House in Texas. I was not the valedictorian.
Really?
Yep,
You
that's
really?
true. Yeah.
Wow.
GP banned from
Yeah.
Waffle Houses. I did not think that one. Okay.
Wow. All right.
So
Well, gentlemen, to wrap this up, why don't we go around and give a little, what are you playing? What are you doing? Where can we find you if we can find you? How about Jake?
I'm Sick Jake. You can find me on YouTube and on Twitter. What I'm playing right now I reinstalled Warframe. It's its 10th anniversary, and I might go to TennoCon, which is the Warframe convention. That's how far I've gone.
Gee, did you have to give up your chip? Did you have to give up your 6-year chip? You were
It's
doing
been-
so
it's-
well.
It's been like 3 years, but
Now I understand why he's picking so poorly today. It makes sense. He's not of his right mind.
You know what it is? It's just there's a speed factor in Warframe. The parkour is so much fun, and like the parkour in Mario Brothers 2, it's fucking fun. Okay, Warframe is fun, and I've taken a break from
There must
Marvel
be
Snap.
Fluffy white slippy bitches running around in there too.
So
All
it could
right.
be, yeah.
My high school nickname.
Awesome. Well, next up, Chard, what are you doing? Where can we find you? What are you playing?
When I'm not giving Jake all the shit in the world, can usually be found on Twitch playing video games and not understanding anything in this world.
Awesome. Werewolf, what are you doing? What are you playing? Where can we find you?
I've been playing a whole lot of Dead Cells because of the Castlevania DLC, and then decided to get the rest of the DLC, and I'm a little bit addicted. Might have a
59
problem.
hours addicted, might I add.
Oh, it's more than
Wow.
that, sir.
Yeah, as of today, as of this afternoon, yes. But when I left this morning, I went, damn, man. I thought my 14 was crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
What's impressive
GP?
is that 59 hours has all happened in the past 48 hours.
Total playtime, it says, is 78,
Jesus.
but a
Love
few
it.
of those were back
You
when
got
the
2
game
hours.
came out.
You got 20 hours in 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That's,
Nice.
Set fast
well,
forward
I
button.
mean, this thing makes it easy.
Yep.
Save it for
Yep.
next week, children.
Stupid
It's,
Steam Deck.
Right. And GP, where can we find you? What are you playing? What are you doing?
Well, my newest thing, and I don't think I'll probably record this, but tonight I'm going to rewind the episode, cut out a snippet of when Chard figured out Mario 2 wasn't advancing, and just touch myself to that while I play Mario 2. And
Glad I could be there for that.
oh, you will be, my friend. So, yeah, that's basically it. I have been
Oh,
playing
that
some.
GP.
Oh, that GP.
Do I need to get the Cassie Catch out again? Do we need to bring the couch back?
I have been playing in my downtime what little there is. ROM
Bless you.
hack of Final Fantasy Tactics, which has been a lot of fun. So, yeah. Soon I'll be posting hopefully the recorded version of me beating Sonic 2 as soon as that happens. And yeah, that's everything.
Nice. Well, before I
I may
before
not.
give
I
you-
may wheel a paint it on fucking Doom. I don't know if I can handle that goddamn game.
Before I do my blurb, hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, press that subscribe button if you would. Ring that bell, comment, whatever. Find us at pressbtocancel.com. We have a Discord. We
It's fun.
don't argue as much there as we do here.
We let you all argue for us,
That's
Yeah.
right.
and we love it.
Yeah.
But you can find me on Twitch, trying to finish Chrono Trigger, bouncing off of it last week. We'll see how I do this coming week. What were you going to say, Wolf? You're muted.
You're
You're
muted.
muted.
Your sneeze muted.
Okay, now I'm not. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't
I
catch
was-
your
I
sneeze this
was-
time. I just said bless you because you were sneezing in your arm.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was saying the biggest thing is please subscribe to the podcast. Make sure you're here every week. The second thing is do come tell us how we're wrong in Discord.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The other stuff doesn't matter nearly as much right now.
Awesome. Well,
You
Wolf, do you-
guys, listen, we may be pressed B, but if you hit subscribe, you'll be impressed.
Ooh.
Honestly, if you hit
Quit.
subscribe, you're
I'm
hitting at
done.
least
I
two
just-
Bs.
Yeah.
What's more slick, the ice from that ice level in Mario 2 or everything Char just said? That was pretty smooth.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
I'm gonna have
smooth.
to Fred
Yeah.
Flintstone on that one. Well
All
done.
right. And Wolf, do you have an outro for us?
I don't.
Awesome.
I don't. I'm
Well,
suffering
should've
from
waited for
brain
that
freeze
one.
tonight. I'm
Then-
sorry.
Oh,
Then
nice.
I will finish it off by saying all 12 of these fuck every ice level ever.
Well done.
Especially Mario 2.